Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅgham saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Metta vihariyo bhikkhu pasanno buddha sāsane adhigacche padang santang saṅkhārupa samang sukham. Friends, today is the second day of our retreat. I am very happy to see you all practicing well. This is how we have to practice Buddhism. This is how we practice according to what the Buddha said. This is the way to follow the teaching of the Buddha. When we practice the teaching of the Buddha, there are three steps to be practiced, 3 steps to be followed. Generosity, morality, meditation. So, meditation is very important. Without meditation, no one can find peace, permanent peace. No one can attain enlightenment without meditation. When we meditate, as I said yesterday, there are two levels of meditation. Samatha meditation and Vipassana meditation. When practice Samatha, there are different objects for meditation, like the recollection of the qualities of the Buddha, Metta, mindfulness of death, like that. Tonight, I would like to talk about Metta. Metta is very important for our practice. Metta goes with mindfulness. Therefore, it is necessary to practice mindfulness and Metta. So when it is therefore important to understand what Metta is and how Metta is to be developed. So tonight our topic is Metta. Metta means Mitra, Metta, friendliness. Metta means friendliness. Metta is the Pali term. Its Sanskrit term is Mitra. Mitra is friend. The friends have sort of friendly attitudes. They have love each other. They have sort of love each other. Friendly, Metta, Mitra. Mitra or Metta is a term for sun, for the sun. Sun means S-U-N, sun. There are two suns, S-U-N sun and S-O-N sun. Mitra or Metta is a term for the sun, for the sun. Sun gives us its radiance equally. No separate, no discrimination. Without any discrimination, sun gives its radiance to the world, to all beings equally. Just like it is to be extended without any discrimination to all beings in the world. That is why it is called Metta, Mitra, friendliness. When extend Metta, when we develop Metta and extend Metta, not only friendliness, there is love. So love and friendliness both together. Therefore, the term Metta is normally translated as loving friendliness. Loving friendliness. Love and friendliness both. Love, when you say love, there are three different types of love. The first one is carnal love. Carnal love is like sex love. Lovers, they have love. That is carnal love. And the second one is family love. In family, parents, children, siblings, we love each other. That is the second level or second types of love. The third is selfless love. Selfless love is what is called Metta. Boundless love, immeasurable love, limitless love. That is Metta. So, three types of love. Carnal love, family love, and selfless love. These are the three levels or three types of love. Love, Metta and Prema. There are two terms. In the Buddhist text we find two terms. Metta and Prema. Both meaning love. But there is a difference. When you say Prema is like carnal love or family love. It is family love. Not the boundless, limitless love, not Metta. So Metta is limitless. Like when you must have heard, in the Bible there is a saying, love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Here it means prema. It is translated as prema. That is not boundless love. Boundless love is Metta, which is not in the Bible. It is only from the Buddhist Bible, if you want to say. Buddhist Bible. So, prema and Metta are two different things. Because the difference is this. Buddha, in the Dhamma pada, Buddha pointed out the difference. Prema, the Buddha said, Premato jayati soko. Premato jayati soka. When you have prema, love, that kind of love, it springs sorrow. And it springs fear. Premato jayati bayam. Premato jayati soko. Premato jayati bayam. So when you have prema, you have fear, you have sorrow. Those who completely free from prema, no sorrow, no fear. That is how the Buddha said. So from that we can understand that this, what is called prema or pema and metta are two different things. That is how we have to understand the difference. And then, when we practice meditation, whatever samatha or vipassana, meditation without metta is dry. It is dry, it is dull. It's quite difficult. We need metta like a balm, like a cooling balm. Whenever we have sort of dryness, like difficulty, if we can practice metta for some time, then we can continue. While you are practicing, especially when you practice vipassana, sometimes you feel that it is dry, everything is dry. Then you have to practice little bit metta. Then you can continue. So metta and mindfulness go together. In the Karaniya Metta Sutta, Karaniya Metta Sutta means the Metta Sutta. Again, Metta Sutta. Karaniya Metta, which we recited, how we recite this every day. Karaniya Metta Sutta. Where the Buddha said, Etang Sating Aditteya, this mindfulness of Metta. It is the Metta Sutta, but there is mindfulness. Sating Aditteya. Sati is mindfulness. Etang Sating Aditteya. One has to determine this mindfulness of Metta. So Metta is to be developed and it is to be maintained. That is in the Metta Sutta. And again in another discourse in Samyukta Nikaya, kindred sayings or the connected discourses, where once a certain demon came to the Buddha and the demon said, Sati mato sada badrang satima sukha medati Sati mato sue seyo Sati mato sue seyo veracha parimunchati. He says, Sati mato sue sukhang seti. Now, the one who is mindful, he lives happily. He is always good. The mindful one is always good. He lives happily. He sleeps well and he has no anger. If one is mindful. But there the Buddha said, not only mindfulness, not enough. One should have metta also for the eradication of anger. So it is difficult, simply developing mindfulness, it is difficult to dissipate anger, hatred. For that, one has to develop metta. That is how the Buddha said. Now, metta and karuna, there are again two terms, metta and karuna. These two are quite some interchangeable, but it is wrong. These are two different things. Metta is loving friendliness. Karuna is compassion. Karuna. Karuna. Karuna means compassion. Now, when we talk about, better in Chinese tradition, you are talking about Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin Posa. Kuan Yin Posa. And there are again some people say Mile Posa. Mile Posa. Kuan Yin Posa means compassionate Bodhisattva, right? Compassionate, compassion one. That is wonderful. Compassion. That is not metta. That is karuna. Okay? That is, the difference is this. Let's understand the difference first. The difference between metta and karuna is this. Metta, to extend metta, you don't want to see people. You don't want to see any beings. You can extend metta to all beings in the world. Because you can easily develop metta within you. But to develop karuna, develop compassion, you have to see beings. Karuna means, compassion means, you have sort of thinking, you want, when you see something, someone is in trouble, in a problem, you want to take him, you want to get rid of him. You want to help him, her, any being. You want to help. That is the mentality that you have when you have karuna. The Buddha had karuna, wonderful unparalleled karuna, unparalleled compassion. The Buddha, every day morning, Buddha surveyed the whole world. That is through his compassion. That is called Mahakaruna. It is not only Karuna. Mahakaruna. Mahakaruna means great compassion, which only the Buddha had, that great compassion. So through this great compassion, the Buddha surveyed the whole world to see, to understand to whom the Buddha should help on that particular day. So that is called Karuna, compassion. So to develop Karuna, one has to see someone is in trouble. Say for instance, while you are watching TV, you see that some people are affected, say flood or something, tsunami or something. Then you think, oh, why not I help them? Oh, how see these children? They have no enough food, no enough drinks, clothing. Why don't we help? Let's collect some food and collect some clothing, send them. That is because of not your metta. It is because of your karuna, compassion. So this is how you to understand the difference between metta and karuna. Metta and karuna are therefore two different things. Metta can be extended to all beings without seeing them. But in order to develop karuna, first we need to see something happening to some beings. Then when people or any beings are in troubles, then you have that mentality which is called karuna or compassion. So the Buddha has taught us to develop metta, karuna, not only metta, karuna, four things. Metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. Metta is love and friendliness. Karuna is compassion. Mudita is appreciative joy. Equanimity. These four are to be developed and extend other beings in the world, to different beings in the world. So these four are to be developed by Buddhists. Metta, when developed, it gives abundance of happiness, fruit. In the Metta Sutta, there is a sutta named Metta Sutta, where the Buddha said, when developed and cultivated this metta, it gives you 11 types of benefits. 11 benefits when you develop metta. Let's understand the 11 benefits of metta. The Buddha said, Sukhang Supati. When you cultivate metta, love and friendliness, you can sleep well. Sukhang Supati. Those who have problem to sleep, this is their medicine. Metta. Metta, love and friendliness. Extend love and friendliness to all beings. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful, like that. Mentally repeating, you can sleep. Then you can sleep well. Sukhang Supati. Then the second one, Sukhang Patibujjati. Sukhang Patibujjati means you can wake up easily, happily, not with a lone pace. You can wake up happily, Sukhang Patibujjati. Then the third, Na Papakang Supinam Passati. When you sleep, you have no nightmare, no bad dreams. Na Papakang Supinam Passati. Then the fourth, Manussanang Piyo Hoti. You become a pleasant person to humans, to others. You become a pleasant person. manussanam piyo hoti. Then the fifth one is amanussanam piyo hoti. You become a pleasant person to non-humans, means different spirits. You become a pleasant one. Amanussanam piyo hoti. Then sixth one, devata rakkanti. Amanussanam piyo hoti. Manussanam piyo hoti. Amanussanam piyo hoti. Devata rakkanti. Deities protect you. You know, there are deities to protect us. They protect us. Devata rakkanti. Then the seventh is nasa aggiva visangva sattangva kamati. You will be not hurt by a weapon, poison or fire. Nasa aggiva visangva sattangva kamati. Then the eighth one, tuvatang chittang samadhyati. Your mind immediately becomes concentrated. When you practice metta, your mind becomes concentrated immediately. Tuvatang chittang samadhyati. Then mukha vanno vippasidati. Your countenance, your face becomes bright when you practice metta. Mukha vanno vippasidati. The 10th one, asam mulho kalang karoti. When you die without any confusion. Asam mulho kalang karoti. The last one, uttaring appati vijjanto brahmalokupago hoti. After death you will be born in Brahma realm. These are the 11 benefits of practicing, developing metta. So let's understand now how to practice metta. You know, there are different methods. Nowadays there are different methods to practice. Basically there are 4 methods to practice. Let's understand these 4. Of the 4, actually the Buddha has recommended only 2. The other 2 not from the original discourses. Other 2 from commentaries. So the Buddha recommended, let's understand the 4 first. The first one is, first you to generate love and friendliness within you, and then you to extend love and friendliness to different directions in the world, different quarters. First quarter, the second quarter, third quarter, fourth, up, down. That is how you to extend metta in this manner. That is the first method. And the second method is, you to develop metta, you to generate metta within you, and you to extend it from you to extend it to the other beings, other people, other beings in the world gradually. Say, starting from here, in this hall, in this meditation center, in this village, in this state, in this country, in this world, like that. That is the second method. The third method is, you generate loving friendliness, and then you extend loving friendliness to individuals, different individuals, starting from, say, for instance, starting from your mom, dad, the family members and relatives, like that, individually. That is another method. And the fourth one is, you generate love and friendliness, and you extend love and friendliness to different directions in the world. Means thinking may all beings in the north be well, happy and peaceful. May all beings in the south well, happy and peaceful. Like that, different directions in the world. There are 10 directions in the world. That is the geographical directions. Geographically, you are thinking that north, south, east, west, and then northwest, southwest, southeast, like that. That is another method. So, of the four methods, the first and the second one, Buddha has recommended in the discourses. First one and the second one. So that is how we have to understand. And when we practice, we have to practice the first one and the second one. This is recommended. Let's take a discourse, a short discourse, to understand how it is recommended. Buddha has recommended this in several discourses, but tonight I would like to take a discourse delivered by one of his foremost prominent disciples. He was Venerable Anuruddha. Venerable Anuruddha. In Mahayana tradition they call Aniruddha. Anuruddha or Aniruddha. Venerable Anuruddha was the foremost of all monks. He was the foremost of divine eye. He has developed his eye, divine eye. Because of that, he had the power to talk with deities. He had conversations with different deities in different realms. It was he who observed, strived to understand. Buddha passed away. When the Buddha passed away, together with other monks, so there were many monks at that time, the monks, when the Buddha attained different jhana, different stages of absorption, jhana, Venerable Anuruddha observed this. He understood that the Buddha first attained the first jhana, then the second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, then the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth attainments, all material and immaterial. Buddha then from the eighth one again came down from 7 to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again from first, second, third, fourth. At the fourth jhana, fourth level, Buddha passed away. Whenever Anuruddha observed this, Anuruddha knew this, how Buddha passed away. And after his passing away, Venerable Anuruddha tried to understand what happens to the Buddha's mind. But he himself couldn't understand. Because the mind, in that mind, it is called anidassana vijnana, featureless consciousness, infinite consciousness. There is nothing to cling to, no place to cling to. That is the purified mind. So, no one can grasp it. So, the Venerable Anuruddha delivered a special discourse referring to Metta. According to this discourse, this is from Majjhima Nikaya, the middle length sayings. Once when the Buddha was living at the place called Savatthi, Jeta's Grove, Anathapindika's Park, sometime some of you might have visited this place in India. It is a wonderful place. Even today when you go there, you can see where the Buddha lived. His kuti, his cell is there, the foundation. When you see that place, you can say, oh, this is the place where the Buddha lived. Oh, wonderful. Oh, what excellent place. It is excellent. It is excellent. Sadhu, sadhu. You can you can develop your Shraddha, you can develop your confidence. You can then really understand, this is the very place where the Buddha lived. So then you can develop your trust, confidence. So when the Buddha lived that place, Venerable Anuruddha also lived in the same monastery. One day, a person, the carpenter, named Panchakanga, he asked one of his friends to go to the monastery and respect Venerable Anuruddha, keeping his head at the feet of Venerable Anuruddha. That is how normally the people respected the monks. Those days, in the time of the Buddha, they respected in such a way. Not only they, in Asia, most people in Buddhist countries, most people respect the monks in that way, keeping the head at the feet of the monk. That is to respect the monks. So, so this person, this carpenter, Panchakanga, asked one of his friends to go to the monastery and respect Venerable and invite him together with three other monks, to come to this carpenter's house for the following day's dana, meal. So this person went to the monastery and he respected Venerable Anuruddha and invited him for the dana, the following day dana at this carpenter's house. And further, this carpenter told him, please ask them to be punctual, come on the proper time, because the carpenter was very busy, like you. Most of you are very busy, like you. Even that time, the people are busy. That's true. People are busy. So his carpenter he said, please tell Venerable Anuruddha and the other monks to come punctually, because carpenter is very busy with the activities in the palace, the king's activities. So cannot escape. So when this was said, Venerable Anuruddha, silently concerned, he accepted this invitation. And then the following morning, he, together with the three monks, so 4 monks altogether, they came to the carpenter's house for dana. Then this carpenter offered dana, offered meal, and after meal, he sat on a lower seat. That is another tradition, that when the people sit with monks, they normally sit on lower seats. That is to respect the monks and nuns, both. So, as he sat on a lower seat, he said, Bhante, Venerable Sir, some senior monks have told me to practice, develop immeasurable deliverance of mind. In Pali, the term is Appamana Cheto Vimukti. Appamana Cheto Vimukti. Appamana means immeasurable. Immeasurable deliverance of mind. That is, immeasurable deliverance of mind is Metta. Metta, immeasurable Metta. So some monks has told him to develop immeasurable Metta. That is the meaning. And he further says, and some other senior monks have told me to develop exalted deliverance of mind. Exalted deliverance of mind is Mahagata Cheto Vimukti. That is immeasurable, that is exalted Metta. Metta as an exalted deliverance of mind. So these two, he says, Bhante, these senior monks, some senior monks have told me this, to develop these two things. So my question is, he says, my question is, whether these two are the same or different in names and its meaning. Whether these are two different things or one thing. Then Venerable Anuruddha said, okay, tell me as you understand it. First tell me as you understand it. As you know, tell me. Then I will explain, I will clarify it. Then he said, as I understand this, both are the same. Only the two different names, but the meaning, as I see, the meaning is the same. Then Venerable Anuruddha said, no, these two are not the same, but these two are two different things. Two different things. The first one is immeasurable deliverance of mind. That is appamana cheto vimukti. That is immeasurable metta, in other words. Immeasurable metta is, Venerable Anuruddha explains, when a person develops this metta, love and friendliness, he extends this to all beings in different directions, different quarters. He extends love and friendliness to one quarter, pervading love and friendliness to all beings in one quarter. And then the second one, the third one, fourth one, and upper and lower. That is called immeasurable metta, limitless metta. That is one method. And then he explained the second method, which is when developed, he says, suppose a person, a meditator, is practicing metta, love and friendliness, he generates love and friendliness, and there as he is practicing under a tree, he thinks that may all beings under this tree be well, happy and peaceful, and then he extend it to some other trees, may all beings around these trees, and then extend in the village, then to the city, to the kingdom, to the world, like that. That is called exalted deliverance of mind. That's Mahagata Cheto Vimukti. So these are the two methods, he said. These are the two methods of practicing. That is why they are difference. He pointed out the difference. Then further he says, Venerable Anuruddha says, there are four types of radiance. Four types of radiance. The first one is Paritthaba. Paritthaba means limited radiance. So there is one particular radiance which is called limited radiance, Paritthaba. The second one is immeasurable radiance, Appamanaba, immeasurable radiance. Third is defiled radiance, that is Sankilittaba. The fourth one is pure radiance, that is called Parisuddhaba. These are the four types of radiance. So he explained, those who are practicing metta, they have this radiance. Metta is a radiance. You can emit it, you can extend metta to all beings, like a beam, like a light. When you cultivate metta, it's like a beam, like a light. That light to all beings. When they develop this, after their death, they are born in different realms. They are born in heavens as deities. When they are born there, their radiance are different according to their practice in their previous life. It is in here with a pure heart, then their brightness, the brightness of light is different from others. So the Venerable Anuruddha, as he have conversation with these deities, he has seen this. He has seen the different deities, their light, their radiance, their color. He has seen this all. He says this, deities assemblies. In the assemblies, he says, in the assemblies, when they are together, their difference of their radiance cannot be seen, because they are together. When they are together, the radiance is the same, almost the same, but the color difference is there. But when they disperse, when they go separately, then one can see the color difference and the difference of radiance. So then he further says, though they are living in such a way, they have no idea of clinging to anything. They do not think that the life is permanent. Life lasts long there. They simply live there. They delight. Wherever they go, they are delighted. Wherever they go. They do not grasp it. So for that here, Venerable Anuruddha gave a simile. Like flies on carrying pole. You know that in Asia, some people, like fishermen, those who want to sell fish or meat, they take this in what you call carrying pole. Two baskets in the pole, or in a basket on their head. Some people bring fish. So there are flies on it. And the flies, wherever the person goes, the flies goes there. That's it. They have no clinging. That is the simile given by Venerable Anuruddha. Like that, they are light-hearted. Wherever they go, they simply live there. When this was said, another monk who went with him, named Kachana, Abhiya Kachana, Venerable Sir, are these deities those who are limited radiance and immeasurable radiance? He asked. Some are limited, called limited radiance. Some are called immeasurable radiance. So he further asked, what is the difference? What is the reason, of course? Why they are such? Some are dim light, some are bright light. What is the difference? Why? What is the reason? Explain. It is because of the way of their practicing. So meditation. When you practice, it affects the radiance also. If you are practicing, as he said, when the practitioners are practicing with an impure mind and impure body, then when you are born in such a place, the light is dim, according to the way that you practice it. And those who practice with a pure mind, they have bright light. For that also, Venerable Anuruddha gave burning lamp. The light of the lamp, if the lamp is burning with dirty wick and dirty oil, then the light is also dim. Because it's dirty, as dirty cloth for the wick, and using sort of oil which is dirty, not pure oil. Then the light of the lamp is dim. And when the lamp is burning with pure oil and pure wick, then it is bright. So this is the way, friends. When we are practicing metta or whatever meditation, we have to practice it with a pure heart, pure mind. That is the lesson. To understand the Dhamma, to develop our mind, we have to do it with a pure heart. To develop this mind, to follow the teaching of the Buddha, with a very honest heart, then we can reap the results, reap the better fruits. Therefore, we have to understand the metta in this way. The metta, when we practice metta, we have to generate metta first, and then we have to extend metta to all beings in the world, irrespective of their differences. Once the Buddha said the stanza which I recited at the beginning of this Dhamma talk, Buddha said, Metta vihari yo bhikkhu pasanno buddha sasane adhigacche padang santang sankarupa samang sukam. Metta vihari yo bhikkhu, any practitioner, any meditator, dwells in metta. If dwells in metta, metta vihari yo bhikkhu pasanno buddha sasane, if he has confidence in the teaching of the Buddha, adhigacche padang santang, he attains the state of unconditioned bliss, the perfect peace, Nibbana. So, if one dwells in metta, one attains enlightenment. That's the meaning. So let's understand this wonderful teaching of the Buddha, and let's practice metta from time to time, and let's be more and more mindful so that we can understand the nature of this person, nature of the world, nature of the Dhamma, and finally attain ultimate bliss of Nibbana. With that thought, this